Hi guys, I just want to make a quick video for version 2.0, just going over some of the new updates. The first thing is in Blender 5.1, we have a new stroke type. So instead of having your material set with a stroke or a fill, it's now done on a per brush level. So up here you would change to do a lasso fill or both or stroke. So as an example, you'll want to tick this on. So if you come over here to GP tools, or if you right click with your pop-up menu, it's right here, you click pin stroke and materials to layers. So now if we were to change our line layer to have a red stroke with, or red material with a stroke, I should say, and then we can draw. And then if we go to fill, we can come down and select a fill material. Let's do dark gray. And then I'm going to hit the fill stroke type. So now we can fill. If you want to do both, you can do that. And then you'll want to make sure that your stroke material is also probably a different color. So here now we can do both at the same time. I'll reselect fill, and then now if we go back to our line, it'll reselect both the material and the stroke method here. And again, if I click on fill, it'll remember both things that I had before. The next thing is I added a gizmo for locking unselected layers. So this is just if you go over to your layers menu and you toggle this auto inactive layers on, it'll just lock inactive layers. So again, this just toggles on and off here. I also added buttons to the graph editor. So if you click on the graph editor, you'll see some buttons here. These are all just Blender default buttons, but they're just here, so it's just easier to access. And then it's more consistent with the rest of the dope sheet, so you can click between everything and jump around more quickly. Again, you have to have an object with animation data in order to be able to use any of these buttons. They'll be grayed out, so if I deselect, they should be gray. But if I select an object, like the grease pencil, then so long as you have animation, you'll be able to see all of these options. And the last major feature is we have a metadata overlay. So if you come into the preview window here on your video editing workspace, you press N, you can open it up. You can add your show name, episode, artist name, and that. If I delete this and you hit build overlay tracks, it'll create a meta strip in channel 10. And then if you tab into it, it'll give you all of the different text strips, and then you can press tab to exit the meta strip. And inside the meta strip, you can like customize if you want to change the font or move it around or anything like that, you can do that. But then basically it'll live update the time code, the frame in your edit, the current frame of the shot itself, the frame duration, and then the frame range. Here you'll have the show name, episode, shot label if you have it assigned. If not, it'll just pull the camera name, and then also the take version. So if you change the take version, it'll show that. There are a few other bug and other quality of life improvements, so be sure to check out patch notes for anything else.